In this video, I'm going to discuss on Laplace transformation. Laplace transformation is a powerful tool to solve the linear, ordinary as well as partial differential equations, and also we can solve the integral equations by using the Laplace transformation. So let us move to the definition of the integral transforms. Let f of t be a function defined on interval a less than or equal to t less than or equal to b, and we choose a function k of s comma t of variable t, and s is a parameter. So then integral transformation is denoted by I of f of t and is defined by integration from a to b k of s comma t into f of t into dt. So this is the integral transforms. So where I is the transformation. So it converts here f of t is a function of time domain. It converts to is a function of s, where f of s is the frequency domain. So therefore I is called transforms or transformation from the input variable time domain to frequency domain. So here we can write pictorially. So we have input is f of t. So transforms, here I is the transform, so integration is the transformation. So it converts to output is f of s, where f of s is the output. So where I is the integration from a to b k of s of t into f of t dt. So it transforms from time domain to frequency domain. This is you correct as equation 1. So equation 1 is the generalized integral transformation. So equation 1 motivates to define the definition of the Laplace transformation. So when a is equal to 0 and b is equal to infinity and k of s comma t, let us define particular function e power minus st. We obtain the special case of the equation 1 is called Laplace transformation. So that is so instead of writing I, let us call it as Laplace of L of f of t. That is so we take in place of a, that is 0 to infinity. K of st is a particular function, so we have taken e power minus st into f of t, so dt, that is equal to f of s. So this equation 1 motivates to define the Laplace transformations. Now let us define the definition of the Laplace transformation of f of t. Let f of t be a real valued function of real variable t that is greater than 0. Let s be a variable, may be real or complex. So then L of f of t, so that is equal to integration from 0 to infinity e power minus st f of t dt. So that is equal to f of s. So this is defined for all s for which integral exists. L is the transformation which converts from time domain to frequency domain. So now a general transformation t of a functions said to be linear transformation if transformation of the function a into f of t plus or minus b into g of t can be written as a into t of f of t plus or minus b into t of g of t. So where f of t and g of t are functions where and a and b are the constants. So then we can write t is a linear transformation of the functions f of t and g of t. Now let us prove that Laplace transformation is a linear transformation. Linearity of Laplace transform. Let us take the statement of that. Let f1 of t and f2 of t be real valued function of the variable t. Let a and b be two constants. If Laplace of a into f1 of t plus or minus b into f2 of t can be written as a into Laplace of f1 of t plus or minus b into Laplace of f2 of t. So therefore we can conclude that L, where L is Laplace, is a linear transformation. Now let us move to the Laplace transforms of some standard functions. So let us take let f of t is equal to k, where k is constant. So we'll find a Laplace of constant. So you know the definition of Laplace transformation. So that is Laplace of f of t can be written as integration from 0 to infinity e power minus st into f of t dt. So here where f of t is equal to k, so therefore Laplace of k, so that is equal to 0 to integration from 0 to infinity e power minus st k into dt. So let us take k is constant outside, integration from 0 to infinity e power minus st dt. So let us integrate this function. So k into integration of e power minus st with respect to t, that is e power minus st by minus s interval 0 to infinity minus k by s into, let us apply the upper limit, e power minus where t is equal to infinity e power minus s into infinity, that is e power minus infinity minus e power minus s into 0, that is 0. No, e power minus s minus infinity nothing but 1 by e to the power of infinity 1 by infinity, that is equal to 0. So this is equal to minus k by s. So e power minus infinity is that is 0, 0 minus e power minus 0 is 1. So that is minus into minus k by s. So therefore Laplace of any constant, so that is a constant by s, where constant is k. So Laplace of k is equal to k by s, so where s is greater than 0. For example, Laplace of 1, so where k is equal to 1 here, so that can be written as 1 by s. So similarly Laplace of 10, so that is equal to 10 by s. Laplace of minus 10, so can be written as minus 10 by s. So now we will move to the Laplace transformation of e power at, where a is a constant. So you know the definition of Laplace of f of t. So that is integration from 0 to infinity e power minus st f of t dt. So here f of t, take it as e power at. So therefore Laplace of e power at, so that is integration from 0 to infinity e power minus st into e power at dt. So you can observe that in the RHS of the integral from this equation, so this integral exists for all st greater than 0. So therefore here you take the common, minus n common here, so that is integration from 0 to infinity e power minus of s minus a into t dt can write. So this integral exists for all s minus a into t is positive. So let us integrate this integral e power minus of s minus a into t by minus of s minus a, the limits 0 to infinity. So take the common, minus of s minus a in the denominator. So let us apply the upper limit when t is equal to infinity, that is e power minus infinity minus of e power minus 0, where 0 is the lower limit of the integral. So since e power minus infinity is 0 and e power 0 is equal to 1, so this is equal to 1 by minus of s minus a into e power minus infinity 0 minus e power minus 0 is 1. So this is equal to 1 by s minus a. So therefore Laplace of e power at, that is equal to 1 by s minus a, where s is greater than a. So this is Laplace transformation of e power at, that is 1 by s minus a. For example, Laplace of e power t, so that is equal to 1 by s minus 1. Laplace of e power 2t, that is 1 by s minus 2, and so on. Laplace of e power, suppose if I take root 3 to t, that is 1 by s minus root 3. Similarly, we get the Laplace transformation of e power minus at, that is 1 by s plus a. For example, Laplace of e power minus t, that is equal to 1 by s plus 1. Laplace of e power minus 2t, that can be written as 1 by s plus 2. So next let us find out Laplace transformation of cos hat. We know that cos hat can be written as half times of e power at plus e power minus at. So by using the linearity condition of Laplace transformation, so constant can be taken outside, 1 by 2 into Laplace of e power at plus Laplace of e power minus at. So using previous result, Laplace of e power at. Laplace of e power at is 1 by s minus a, and Laplace of e power minus a, it is 1 by s plus a. So using previous results, one can write Laplace of e power it is 1 by s minus a plus Laplace of e power minus it is 1 by s plus a. Using previous results are written. So 1 by 2 into, let us take the LCM, s minus a into s plus a. Here you have to cross multiply s plus a plus s minus a. So plus a minus a get cancelled, that is 2s by 2 times of s minus a into s plus a, that is a square minus a square. So this can be written as 2 get cancelled, s by a square minus a square. Therefore you can write Laplace of cos hyperbolic at can be written as s by a square minus a square, and a square is less than a square. It means s is greater than a. So for example, Laplace of cos hyperbolic t, by using this result we can written as s by s square minus 1. So another example, cos hyperbolic 2t can be written as s by s square minus 2 square, that is equal to s by s square minus 4. Move to Laplace transformation of sin HAT. We know that sin HAT can be written as, in terms of exponential, that is half into e power at minus e power minus at. So this can be written as, by using condition of linearity of Laplace transformation, take 1 by 2 outside, Laplace of e power at minus Laplace of e power minus at. So we know that Laplace of e power at, so using the previous results, that is 1 by s minus a minus, so we know the Laplace transformation of e power minus at, that is 1 by s plus a. This can be written as 1 by 2 into, take the LCM, s minus a into s plus a is the LCM, so s1 into s minus a minus of s plus a. Here minus s plus s get cancelled, uh, this is plus a here, plus a minus of minus plus a, that is 2a by 2 times of s square minus a square. S minus a into s plus a can be written as s square minus a square. So 2 to get cancelled. Therefore, Laplace of sin HAT is a by s square minus a square. So this is the Laplace transformation of sin hyperbolic at, where s is greater than a. So for example, using previous results, we can write Laplace of sin ht, that is 1 by s square minus 1. Similarly, for example, Laplace of sin hyperbolic 2t can be written as 2 by s square minus 2 square, that is 2 by s square minus 4, and so on. So now we find Laplace of cos t. We have Laplace of cos t using the definition of Laplace transformation, that is integral from 0 to infinity e power minus st f of t, sorry, in place of f of t we take cos at dt. Now we have to integrate this function with respect to t. So by using the formula, we know that e to the power of at into cos bt dt can be written as e power at by a square plus b square into a cos bt plus b sin bt. So this, by using this formula, we can integrate our integrals. So this can be written as, this is equal to where here you take, where a is equal to minus s, so in place of b you take a, b is equal to a here, which is equal to e power minus st by minus s whole square plus a square, where a is equal to minus s into cos at, plus in place of b we have a into sin at. So intervals 0 to infinity equal to, you take the constant outside, 1 by a square plus a square. Now we will take the upper limit where our t is equal to minus infinity, so that is e power minus infinity into minus s into cos infinity plus a into sin infinity, then minus of, let us take lower limit, e power minus 0 minus s into cos 0 plus a into sin 0. So this is 0 because 1 by e power infinity is 0. So 1 by e power infinity is, that becomes 0, and moreover that e power infinity increases very faster than cos infinity and sin infinity, therefore this becomes 0. This value becomes 0. But here e power minus 0 is 1 and cos 0 is 1, but sin 0 is 0. So this can be written as 1 by a square plus a square into minus plus e power minus 0 is 1, that is, cos 0 is 1, that is only plus s. So this is equal to s by a square plus a square. Therefore Laplace of cos at is s by a square plus a square. So this is Laplace transformation of cos at. For example, by using this result, Laplace of cos t, that can be written as 1 by a square plus 1. Similarly, Laplace of cos 4t, if I take, that is sorry, this is s here, s by a square plus 1. Then Laplace of cos 4t is s by a square plus 4 square, that is 16. We can find out Laplace of sin at, so that is a by a square plus a square. For example, Laplace of sin t can be written as 1 by a square plus 1. Laplace of sin 2t, so that is 2 by a square plus 2 square, that is 4. Laplace of sin 3t, so that is 3 by a square plus 3 square, that is 9. Now we find Laplace transformation of t power n. We have Laplace transformation of t power n using the definition of Laplace transformation of f of t, that is integration from 0 to infinity e power minus st, where f of t is equal to here t power n into dt. So to integrate this integral, so let us take the substitution. Let st is equal to, take some x, differentiate respect to t here, that is s into t differential respect to t is 1, that is dx by dt. So this implies s into dt is equal to dx. or this can be written as dt is equal to, that is dx by s. So let us change the limits of integration. When t is equal to 0, this simply x equal to 0. When t is equal to infinity for this, even x is also infinity. Therefore, Laplace of t power n RHS can be written as integration from 0 to infinity. So st have taken substitution, that is e power minus x. T, this implies t is equal to, so that can be written as x by s, that is x by s whole power n into dt can be written as dx by s. So this is equal to, you take 1 by s power n into s, take it outside, 1 by s to the power of n plus 1 integration from 0 to infinity e power minus x into x power n dx. So we know the gamma function, so that is improper integral. So you know gamma n, that is integration from 0 to infinity e power minus x into x to the power of n minus 1 into dx. So replace n by n plus 1, that is gamma of n plus 1 can be written as integration from 0 to infinity e power minus x into x to the power of n plus 1 minus 1 into dx. So that can be written as integration from 0 to infinity e power minus x into x power n into dx. So this is nothing but gamma of n plus 1. So by using gamma function, so this can be written as 1 by s to the power of n plus 1. So this can be written as gamma of n plus 1. So therefore Laplace of t power n, so that is gamma of n plus 1 by s to the power of n plus 1. Laplace of t power n is equal to gamma of n plus 1 by s to the power of n plus 1, where n belongs to real number and n is greater than minus 1. Suppose if n is positive integer, then gamma of n plus 1 can be written as n factorial. So therefore Laplace of t power n, so that is n factorial by s to the power of n plus 1. So this is the Laplace transformation of t power n, so that is n factorial by s to the power of n plus 1, where n belongs to the natural number or positive integer. So let us conclude that Laplace of t power n, that is equal to gamma of n plus 1 by s to the power of n plus 1, where n belongs to the real number and n is greater than minus 1, and n factorial Laplace transformation of t power n is n factorial by s to the power of n plus 1, where n belongs to the natural number. For example, Laplace of t, so that is Laplace of t power 1, so where 1 belongs to the natural number, so that can be written as, by using this result, 1 factorial by s square, that is 1 by s square. So let us check another example, t power 1 by 2. So where half is real number, so that is equal to gamma of 1 by 2 plus 1 by s to the power of 1 by 2 plus 1. So that can be written as gamma of 3 by 2 by s to the power of 3 by 2. I can write. Let us recall the Laplace transformation of some standard functions. So first one is Laplace of k, where k is constant, that is k by s, and s is greater than 0. Second one is Laplace of e power at, so that is 1 by s minus a, where s is greater than a. So third one, Laplace of e power minus at, so that is 1 by s plus a. So fourth one, Laplace of cos hyperbolic at, that is s by s square minus a square, where s is greater than a. Fifth one, Laplace of sine hyperbolic at, so that is a by a square minus a square, s is greater than a. Sixth result, Laplace of cos at, so that is s by s square plus a square. Seventh result, Laplace of sin at, that is equal to a by a square plus a square. So eighth result, Laplace of t power n, so that is gamma of n plus 1 by s to the power of n plus 1 when n belongs to the real number and n is greater than minus 1, that and n factorial by f to the power of n plus 1 when n belongs to the natural number. So these are the Laplace transformation of some standard elementary functions.